Today we're testing instant noodles. Some people might still think of it as cheap fuel for college students pulling an all-nighter. But beyond top ramen and maruchan, there's a whole world of flavors, styles, preparations. And our experts pick the ones that really elevate it. We're here to fill you in on the secrets of what to buy and how to upgrade your ramen game to a gourmet art form. We invited New York Times food columnist Eric Kim to see if he can spot the difference.
I think I know all of them, but I think I might also be wrong.
We'll be doing a concealed tasting of 13 varieties of instant ramen alongside Marilyn Ong, who's personally tested more than 100 types of instant noodles for Wirecutter.
I'm like confused now. I'm like, for a second I was like, do I remember what I put in this round?
We're the product recommendation service of the New York Times. We eat and breathe product reviews. This is a Wirecutter Taste Test. Hi everyone, welcome to the Wirecutter Test Kitchen. This is Eric Kim. He's a New York Times columnist. He's the author of the best-selling cookbook Korean American, forthcoming Spaghetti Junction collection of essays, and Marilyn, who leads our kitchen team and authored the Instant Noodles Guide. Marilyn, what are we doing today?
In our brand concealed taste test, each taster will try to identify and pick their favorite based on appearance, noodle texture, flavor of broth, spice level, and ease of preparation.
This is our classic round.
These are kind of like a few brands, like kind of classic flagship noodles.
First up is Jin mild flavor. This is the spice level that I think my dad would be sensitive to. He'd be like, ooh, it's spicy, but I don't think it's all that spicy.
Yeah, it's very mild.
Next, Jin ramen, spicy flavor.
Okay, yeah.
I know this one.
Yeah. Ooh. There's like a layer of spice coating the noodles and immediately coats your tongue.
These are very like telephone cordy, which I love that texture.
Yes. Here comes Jjajang.
When this came out, I recognized the scent of the broth, but then I didn't recognize the noodles. It's also the sweetest, maybe.
It is quite sweet, yeah.
And finally, Shin.
They smell like cup noodles.
So this was round one, our classics. Let's reveal what these were. Aubrey, what do you got for us?
11 was Jin mild.
A little bland.
It is on the lighter side.
It's lighter.
Okay, yeah.
I know this one.
Yeah. Ooh.
Was this Samyang? No. Was it Shin? Oh, damn. Okay, never mind.
Okay, 12 was Jin spicy.
Oh, nice. I like the noodle a lot.
Yeah, the noodle was so
Yeah.
different.
And then the broth was really, really lovely. It was really layered. I feel like that's maybe my new favorite.
13 is Samyang original.
Sorry. Samyang is so sweet.
And then 14 is Shin classic.
Do you remember when it used to taste better?
I'm shocked that they had that that cup noodle smell to them.
So Jin Spicy emerges victorious from our classics round. While we prepare for our next round, let's take some time for rapid fire questions. Do you salt your noodle water?
No.
It's not pasta.
Okay. Are you pro adding mayo?
I have never done that
I
before.
love mayonnaise, but wow. Is that a thing?
It's a thing. Adding noodles to boiling water or to cold water?
Ooh. Bringing it up to temperature from cold actually does give you this bouncy, like almost like more homemade noodle vibe.
Do you loosen the noodles while you're cooking them, or do you just let them be while they cook?
I let them be.
I let them be, yeah.
It's really satisfying also just to see the block.
Yeah.
Okay, great. That was our rapid fire round, ladies and gentlemen. And now time for round two, Jjajang. What is Jjajang?
Jjajang refers to the black bean sauce.
Literally, it means fried sauce.
Like gochujang, it's a base of cooking, but it's mostly used for these noodles. It's kind of diva. It like takes up a whole space in your fridge, but it's like you're only gonna pull me out like twice a year for this dish.
Our first taste is Jin. Remember, Eric doesn't know what he's tasting.
The flavor's like not there for me, but the noodles are also not there for me because they taste healthy.
I was gonna say, these taste like air-dried noodles instead of fried ones.
I hate.
Next is Pulmuwan roasting sole.
This one's candy-like to me.
What is that? It's strange.
And here's Chapaghetti. I am not eating this because our lovely producer Aubrey tells me I should not because of my shrimp allergy.
Shrimp's not that good though.
I mean,
I don't really
thanks
care
for
about
saying
it.
that just for me.
I don't really care about shrimp.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I won't say anything.
But this
then.
is gonna be the most delicious.
I mean,
I
it
love
looks
shrimp.
pretty good. It just based on
does look
sight.
good.
This one smells good too. This is the most savory one we've had.
I know this one from a mile away.
And finally, baldo. I really like number 18. This is great.
Nice noodle. So flavorful.
Aubrey, what do you got for us?
Okay, number 15 was Jin.
Oh.
16 is Pulmon roasting soup.
I've noticed they always put out kind of like the healthy version of things. But what about
Interesting.
number
17.
17?
Chapagay.
What?
It's because of the little,
Shoot.
well, the flavor, but
Yeah,
also those
those
little
were the
round
giveaway.
balls.
The little
Yeah.
round balls of meat.
A lot of flavor from chapagay comes from the little packet of oil. They have this very flavorful sachet of oil that tastes lovely. Like it smells like all the vegetables. You can't like skip it.
Like I think if I were leaving here today, I would end up buying that one.
And number 18 was Paldo.
Paldo.
Chapagay pulls out the comeback, coming out on top for our Jjajang round. And now let's take a short break to explore how ramen is made. We're here at Sun Noodle Factory. We're gonna see how noodles are made. This is the foundation of all noodles. Let's go see how it's done.
In our process, it first starts with the ingredients: wheat flour, water, salt, and kansi. And kansi is an alkaline salt that we blend in our water. And if you don't put kansi in your product, you can't call it a ramen noodle. We put all these ingredients into our first mixture. Once those ingredients are mixed, you'll see that there are what we call soboro, or dough balls. We then laminate those dough balls into sheets of noodles. After we let it rest, we're slowly pressing the noodle sheets to become thinner and thinner. If we go too fast, we will break the gluten. If we go too slow, it'll dry. We would then split the noodle sheets into strands of noodles. And for instant ramen, once they slit them, it's either deep fried or air dried and then packaged.
We are ready for round 3. This is our wild card round. And y'all don't forget, this is a brand concealed taste test, so we're clueless. To begin our last round, we have shin tumba.
I like dry, like thin noodles. I think they're fun to eat. Very like chicken biryani.
Yes! Next we have hayagen, broad noodle with chili oil sesame paste. I love a wide noodle.
I love the smell of this one.
Very peanutty. It's very Chinese.
Next is nongshim potato ramen.
I like this broth.
I like how simple it is.
Me too.
And we have Fly by Jing's soy noodle.
This is like a fancy noodle. They're smug.
Have you ever called a noodle smug before? I want to add things to it, like I want to dress it up.
It needs stuff.
And to close things out, Tapatio birria ramen.
Ooh, that broth is really aromatic. It's very interesting. It's very like,
I don't know about this one.
Is it reveal time, Aubrey?
Yes.
Number 19 was Shin Tumba.
cool, yummy.
20 was the Akwan broad noodle chili oil with sesame paste. 21 was the Nongshim potato ramen.
Oh, that's the
Yeah.
potato. That's potato ramen.
We like that.
Yeah,
we did.
We
It's
did.
nice,
Yeah.
right? It's very
We like the
savory.
broth a lot.
It was
too.
lovely.
22 is Fly by Jing's new soy noodle.
Nice.
Number 23.
Is the Tapatio birria ramen.
Right. I bet a lot of people like it. Like if
Yeah,
that's your
yeah.
flavor profile.
Nongshim potato ramen takes the crown for our wild card round. But who will come out on top? Let's take a look at our favorites. Classics round, Jin spicy. Jjajang round, Chopaghetti. Wild card round, Nongshim potato ramen. And this is how we're gonna wrap this up, is shouting out again to Eric's upcoming collection of essays called Spaghetti Junction. You have to wait for it. And Korean American that came out a couple years ago, but is like the best darn thing. Go get it if you haven't yet. Eric, thank you so much for
Thank
being
you.
here.
Thanks for having me.
Such a
It was
pleasure.
lovely. Yeah.
Marilyn, thank you for setting this all up and for doing the incredible work
Yes.
you always do. Here's where you can find these instant noodles. Depending on where you live, many supermarkets will have at least some. And if yours doesn't, check specialty Asian grocery stores near you. And we've got links to all of them below in the description box.
So many cultures can be represented in instant noodles. We want to try and get a diversity of flavors in there. And there's still a long way to go. So if you have favorites that we haven't covered yet, please let us know.
Drop it below.
Yes.
But we couldn't pick 3 winners. We had to decide what's best. Stick around for Marilyn and me to crown an ultimate winner in this Instant Noodles Battle Royale. New day, fresh taste buds. Marilyn, are you ready to keep eating noodles?
Yes, always.
Yeah, me too. Always is right. And now it is up to us to determine the ultimate champion. We will taste each of the winners of the previous rounds, and we're going to give them our very own scores 1 through 5 to determine the champion. Okay, here's our Gin Spicy. This was the winner of the Classics round. Ooh, this looks great. This is really stinking good. You have a number in your head?
Yes.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Ooh, same. Gin Spicy has a total score of 8.
Yes.
Let's move on to Chopaghetti. Okay, this is the Chopaghetti, our winner of the Jjajang round. I can't eat this one. Hey, Brad.
Hi, Brad.
How's it going?
Good.
It's got a really rich, like kind of dense flavor to it.
Yeah.
I like the thickness too.
Of the noodles?
Of the noodles, yeah.
It tastes so homey and comforting. It's nice. 1, 2, 3. So Chopaghetti's total score is a 7. Thank you, Brad.
Yeah, those were good.
All right, you can go back to the camera now.
Our next one is the Nongshim Potato Ramen. This was the winner of our Wildcard round. The pieces of cabbage in here, like that looks fresh.
It's got that homemade vibe.
It really has a homemade vibe.
The noodles are just so chewy.
They really are.
They're so chewy.
The noodles are standout. For Nongshim's Potato Ramen, ready? 1, 2, 3. I think that means, if my math is correct, that we've crowned a champion. It is Nongshim's Potato Ramen! This is our champion, hands down. It got 5 out of 5, both of us. Silver would have to be our Gin Spicy. We both gave it number 4, so a total of 8 points. Coming in third, but still so good. Actually, what do I even know? I never ate it. Chopaghetti Jjajang. Marilyn, this was so much fun. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's a wrap on this noodle journey. How much fun. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget to leave a comment below. Let us know, did we talk about your favorite instant noodles? I'm gonna keep eating these forever because we'll never get sick of them. See you later, bye. But come on, you know to always stay after the credits, right? Before you go, here's how to upgrade your noodle game with Eric Kim's gochujang buttered noodles.
I love recipes because they're sort of my way of Trojan horsing knowledge and information and Korean pantry ingredients into people's homes. I think it makes people care about the cuisine and the culture and the people more. I love the bounciness of the noodle.
It's just so good. Oh my God, the sweet, the spicy.
It hits the spot.
Oh my God.